Welcome to the sixth episode of Wabak Murtabak with me, Junsen, and my partner in crime, cousin Roy. And today we'll be talking about football. As we know, the EPL has just ended, and we are also eager to listen to what football fans from different teams think about their team's performance this season. Of course, joining us here today is we have Rohan, we have Jay, we have Zhang, Vas, and of course, we have Sailash joining us here for our show today. All right. So let's just start with, let's give the, what I call the league winner, a little airtime, since he was asking for some airtime earlier on, say waited for 30 years. So, all right, let's just give the league winners a little say. What do you think your performance this season?
I mean, look, performance-wise, no doubt it has been excellent, carried out from last season as well. It's always good to see the team not overly dependent on strikers anymore. This is an entire team performance, starts from the goalkeeper to the fullbacks, from the middle, and all the way up to the front three. So overall, we saw a lot of improvement from last season. Imagine last season, we only lost once, and yet we lost out on the title. I mean, how screwed up can that be, right? So that was, to be honest, among all that 30 years, last season was the most painful one. This year, they carried out, and it's been a blessed 12 months from, June last year, from the Champions League, all the way up to now. We've got 4 cups, 4 very good, glamorous cups. Well worth the wait, I suppose. But painful 30 years, especially from my friend Rohan, who's smiling away right now. I've heard too many banters from him and from you, Junsen. Yeah, but not so much from cousin Roy, because I always shut him up with a beer, so that's cool.
With the Carlsberg, is it?
With
a Carlsberg.
Exactly, I'll get behind. So actually, Silas, if you were to put what was the I don't think there was a turning point because you guys were leading all the way. But what was the thing, the whole team in the entire season that actually made you guys be able to capture the title so convincingly? What was working? Like you say, you wasn't relying on strikers much. It was a whole team. But there must be 1 or 2 things that kind of made it all come together. In your opinion,
Yep. I mean, the first of all, we have to thank Felipe Coutinho. We are looking into building a statue for him outside Anfield. Through the fees collected from him, guess what? We signed the 2 most problematic areas that we had, which was very visible, which was the centre back and also the goalkeeping position. That was fixed. A lot of talk has been about how much money Liverpool have paid for that, but I think all of that are pretty much silenced right now because of the success that they had. The turning point, there was actually a turning point for me, was the game against United, where Alisson Becker, I think was one of the last minutes, he cleared, shot a long shot, went to Salah dribbled, scored. That was pretty much a defining moment for a lot of us. That we knew, that was it. We're going to take it this year.
So do you think they will still be able to, because City were weak, they have been playing defensively and having a bad mentality this year. But if you look at the other teams like Chelsea and Manchester United, they were kind of in a rebuilding process. So the one who benefited from this was, to an extent, Leicester. So looking at next season, with not all of the clubs having that much of money for budget, do you think you all can sustain this?
Okay, if you look at points tally this season, no disrespect to United, I'm just taking them as a good example. We were ahead them by 32, 33 points. And it was exactly the same number of points where Bournemouth were, difference within United, and they got relegated. For a team like United, for a team like Leicester, for a team like, those Arsenals, this Chelsea's, for them to make up 30 over points, either they have to invest a lot of money into the top players, or this is where everyone's hoping for Liverpool just to slump and fall from grace. That could happen. We've seen it before. But I think under this particular coach, Jurgen Klopp, he has created these monsters of them in these players that they want to win, and they are very, very desperate and hungry to win. And I think next season we will carry on. It's going to get tougher. We just saw City sign a 41 million centre back, that Bournemouth guy, pretty decent signing. City until now would have spent close to about 370 million just on defenders in the last 4 seasons. Wow, that's a lot of money, right? Let's see. I think every single team right now, they are desperate for a really top quality centre back. So that would be a huge turning point for next season.
Okay, congratulations on the win, man. Cheers.
Hey, cheers, buddy. Thank you.
Congrats, bro.
All right.
Thank you.
Outstanding season. Yep.
Yeah.
Agree.
Okay, let's.
But obviously, the celebrations was quite not to the what we
Yeah.
wanted. We understand the pandemic and all, but I think it took so long to win that we really didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
We forgot how to celebrate.
You can actually ask the menu fans, and
Yeah. No, it's been some time as well. So for the venue fans,
Been quite a while for proper celebration on our side.
Yeah, you can't ask the Arsenal fans. They also kind of forgotten a little bit already.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in the final. We'll take that.
No, I think
All right.
Now moving on to third place, Manchester United. Now beginning of the season, you can take go ahead.
Who wants to go first? Let's
So in the beginning of this, during the restart, Manchester United were in 5th place. I think nobody really expected during the restart for them to maybe go on their run of unbeaten matches and all that. And while maybe the other teams didn't really perform. So for you guys, I start with us.
sure. Yeah.
What was it that after the restart that Manchester United kind of had that actually made them go on that run? What do you think was that, the factor that made it win? Was it the manager, player? What do you think?
I think in January, getting Fernandes on board was key, definitely. That changed the perspective a lot. And Solskjaer seemed to also have found a team to work around him. So much so, I think it also was a bit of a downfall because I think towards the end of tail end of the season, they were very, very tired. They were lethargic. He didn't seem to want or trust any other, the players unless he had to bring them on towards the end of the game. He kept the same side, for all those remaining games. And so much so, I think that was one thing. I mean, obviously Fernandes was the key in this side, in turning them around as well. So there was a confidence boost. And that's what did it for him. I mean, outstanding 11 points behind Leicester, who in 5th, and then chasing that down, and then pipping them to 3rd was definitely a great effort for them. So hopefully there's more of this, or how they start next season with addition to the squad in certain areas as well. So I think we looked at centre back pairing with Maguire. I think there are still some issues in the United squad. I think somehow the players are made out to be better than expected, or this thing. But I think Fernandes has been the key. If you ask me. Yeah.
Rohan, do you think Manchester United can go back to winning titles anytime sooner? Judging with this team that we have, when do you think they need to improve?
As I earlier in our earlier show, I did mention that the key for Liverpool and City to that their performance this season was depth, squad depth. That is something that is totally lacking in United. As Was said, we were totally dependent on the same 11 right up to the end, and it showed. It showed that we are tired, that we can't sustain that momentum. And him not being confident in our second string players is a bit worrying. So winning titles we're still in the building stages. I can't confidently say that next season we'll definitely win the title, but we will probably give some strong better performances than what we did this season. But we really need to get that squad depth going. We need a few more backup players that he trusts.
No strength in depth. Yes, that's correct.
We someone that he trusts, some people that he trusts. And see, then even with De Gea, I think we should have rested De Gea. He made a lot of mistakes. But he for some reason he refused to put Romero and justified that he wants to leave because he's not been given the chance when he should have been given the chance. I really, there's still a lot of building to be done. I cannot confidently say that we'll be back to winning titles yet, but I think we're on the right path. getting the younger, hungry players who with a winning mentality. That's the thing. Getting Fernandez in, the main thing was he had that passion, that want to win, and that kind of trickled down to the rest of the team, and that just kind of gave a boost. Unfortunately, as Silas was saying, it was a team effort for Liverpool. We can't depend on just Fernandez to win the whole league. We need a good team to support him. I like that now Pogba is back to his winning mentality. I like that he's a bit more confident now, but we don't have the squad depth to carry us to the titles.
Okay, very quickly, both of you, just yes or no answer. Will Pogba stay next year or go?
Yes.
But,
yes.
Okay, Rohan stay, but
Yes.
stay. Okay, thank you guys. Now Chelsea, Tengwan, tell me, man, how do you think Frank Lampard's season went?
If you ask me 5 years ago, how would it feel to finish 4th in the league? I would say that it would have been a disaster. But given the fact that we brought in a manager with no top flight experience, we had a transfer ban, we lost Eden Hazard. There was a lot of things going wrong for us at the start of the season, and to finish 4th, it was actually quite a pretty good result, if you ask me. And it's quite a blessing in disguise that Lampard has been putting a lot of faith in the young players. We've seen Abraham come through, Reece James, he given chance to Mason Mount. It's quite pretty damn good players. So yeah, I say 4th place is a pretty good result considering the circumstances, and we still got FA Cup final to look forward to tonight anyway. So yeah.
But is this the team that can win you titles? Is this team strong enough to challenge for consistently for top 4?
Well, based on this current team, definitely not. We still have a lot of issues to work out. I mean, goalkeeper, we probably need a change or so. We are looking more confident with a 38-year-old Caballero in goal rather than Kepa. We've got some signings coming in. We got Ziyech coming in. We've got Werner coming in. I think Kai Havertz going to sign maybe a left back. Who knows? But yeah, we probably need a few upgrades to challenge Liverpool. And yeah, we'll see how it goes next season.
Yeah, but I think the question here is how will you get rid of Kepa because of his value? They bought him as the world's most expensive goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to get rid of somebody with a price tag that big. I think we're definitely going to take a loss of some sort. Probably a 2-year loan, and then eventually just flop him off. But yeah, I think there are interest from Spain. I think Valencia is interested. We'll see how it goes. I mean,
do they have a backup goalkeeper in line if they get rid of Kepa?
Right now, no.
They're looking for Dean Henderson.
I think that's what. It's just sorry to add. I think Anderson is the other risk of us losing Anderson is because of dependency on De Gea and not having to give them a chance. So this is the other thing that we might lose as well. So
you're talking about Man U's number 3.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Right.
A Man U number 3 can't do any worse than
that's what I was thinking.
Right now.
True.
Man U number 3 going to Chelsea as number 1. I'll be like, yo, you better.
But he's been playing quite well for in his defense. He's been playing quite well for Sheffield. So
for United,
but there were also rumors, right? There were also rumors that they are going after Nick Pope, the Burnley goalkeeper.
Burnley guy,
Yeah, I mean Nick Pope, if he comes in, he will be a good backup. I mean, Lampard has made no secret that he wants height in his team, and Kepa is not the tallest guy out there right now. So Nick Pope is about 195, 200 cm. So there's a lot of height upgrade on the goalkeeper position.
And he's in the England selection as well, right? Pope is playing for England as well. So ultimately,
England number 3, so it's not a bad deal if he brings it in, especially if the price is adjustable within 10 million or so, I guess.
Where do you think they need to improve mainly? Which place, which position? Don't really whole team. Some are saying the whole team, but
Now, I think overall on the team we're doing quite well as a whole, because we have a pretty balanced team, young team, hungry team, but we just need a few upgrades on some positions, get rid of some deadwood that we don't really want, that kind of thing.
Right.
Do you think Coutinho could improve your team?
Nah. I mean, he's got.
I think Coutinho can improve any team right now.
Maybe Everton might take him.
I think Coutinho leaving Barcelona will improve Barcelona. How he did for Liverpool, is it?
I'd rather he play for
him.
So you are disappointed or happy with the fourth place finish, right?
Yeah.
Fourth, yeah.
Okay, so
it's not a big disappointment, but it's not something that we are totally happy about. But it's a good sign of progress, I would say.
All right. All right, good stuff. Now moving on, my man, he'll be waiting patiently right there. My homeboy Jay, what's up, Jay?
Hey.
Right? Jay, talk to us about Arsenal, bro. I mean, yeah, just tell us, man.
Okay, firstly, fourth place is a trophy to some teams. So no, I'm not going to say any more than that. No, but look, for us, I've always maintained that if we finish anything above the Europa League spots, it will be a bonus. But all in all, it is a season in transition. It is a season of rebuilding for us. We start the season with Unai Emery as the manager, and 2 managers later, so after Ljungberg, we now have Arteta, who seems to know what he is doing. Okay, and I like the fact that Arteta has made tough decisions in dropping the likes of not just Guendouzi, who has an attitude problem, but also Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil is a £350,000 a week paperweight. He doesn't do anything, and he basically just sits on the bench and maybe sulks, and I don't know what else he does, to be honest, but he can leave. I don't think that he's bought into the whole attitude and the spirit that Arteta has implemented. And I think in terms of results, we're better off without him. No Coutinho, thank you. No, I do not want any Coutinho nowhere near the club. We do need to, and to reference Silas at the start, talking about Liverpool, they performed best as a unit. We didn't. And we have good individual players, but we don't have a cohesive unit. And that's where Arteta needs to make upgrades.
Is Arteta the guy for the team?
I think so. I think so. The Emery experiment failed. Ljungberg was good for a few games, but someone had to come in who knew the DNA of the team, knew the DNA of the club, knows what he expects of the players, and he was trained by Pep at Man City. So I think he comes with some good pedigree. Yeah, that's my summary.
So now, where are the areas that Arsenal need to improve?
Oh, I think I was going to say the whole team, but it's kind of ironic. 2 of our best 3 players this season have been the goalkeepers. So goalkeepers, no. We need a spine, and the spine will start from the back. So the likes of David Luiz and Mustafi, they're a comedy sideshow waiting to happen every week. They need to be replaced. And then we need someone in the form of a Kante or just someone that will boss the midfield, because that position really hasn't been replaced since the Gilberto Silva, the Patrick Vieira days. Those are the key areas.
That drawing power now to get a top-class defensive midfielder, or I don't know whether you're still happy with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
He's not young anymore, but in professional football terms. It will hinge on tonight's result. If we can get European football, then fine. Yes, there will be a better carrot for professional footballers to come. But other than that, we're rebuilding, and I've made no secret of it. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
But how long have they been rebuilding? You know, we've been hearing this word rebuilding for quite a while. You know, even during the Wenger's what I call final years, he was also saying I'm rebuilding. But you know, it's like more than how many years since the last won the title?
It's been since 2004. Yeah, so it's been 16 years. And well, to be honest, I felt that Wenger stayed on. Yeah, Wenger stayed on probably 3 or 4 years too long, because his ideas got stale, and there needed to be a refresh. And there were names thrown around, you know, possibly Thomas Tuchel, Diego Simeone, who I thought was a long shot. But just these names, just some fresh blood would have been nice. And I think the rebuilding's been going on for a while, yes, but succession is it's been very stop-start at Arsenal. So one moment you've got Emery, and then you've got Ljungberg, and now you've got Arteta. But I feel that under Arteta, we've got at least a clearer vision and direction in terms of where we should be going.
But you don't want a big name manager to come in and maybe try and do another 5-year project? Is Arteta really the right guy here? Because when you have a big name there, when you want to buy players will say, yeah, okay, I'll play under this guy. You know, he's a big name, he's been places. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm not trying to curry favor Liverpool, but I actually want Klopp. I was happy with the Klopp. He has the DNA, you see, for Liverpool. I would have liked, or someone like Klopp, I should say. So and then Thomas Tuchel, ex-Dortmund is himself. I would have liked him as well. But no, a big name manager might not necessarily be that. Wenger wasn't a big name manager when he joined. He managed Nagoya Grampus 8 when he joined before he joined Arsenal. So it might not have to be a big name.
Right. So FA Cup final tonight. I want to know some predictions. Like, okay, let's go with Zengwan back now. So what do you think, man? Tonight, what's going to happen? How do you think are going to be like? You guys you rely on. How to beat Arsenal?
I don't think we're gonna see a very free-flowing attacking game. So I'm gonna go for a very close score. I mean, both teams will desperately want to win some silverware to finish up on a good season. So, but being a Chelsea fan, I'm gonna say a 2-1 win for Chelsea. Seems fair enough.
Okay, Bas, what do you think tonight's game?
It's going to be close. I think it's going to be close. As I said earlier, I think just don't know which Arsenal will show up. I think on paper Chelsea looks stronger, obviously, or a more complete, cohesive side. Yeah, close score. But I just can't call it either way. Yeah, I'll say 2-1 probably, yes, but could be either way. Yeah.
Apparently Ozil is not in the team at all, not even in the bench. Apparently, he's been given a leave of absence. He wants to go party up in Istanbul. I think it's going to go up to penalties. Chelsea will win it thanks to the goalkeeper's heroics.
So you're thinking there's going to be a 0-0, no goal, stalemate?
It's going to be a 1-1 thing. It's going to be a 1-1. It's going to head to penalties. I'm really rooting for Arsenal. I think among all the teams in the Premier League, I'm really excited to see Arsenal rebuilding for next season.
Everyone?
I'd say I'm going for Chelsea 2-1.
Chelsea 2-1. Why?
Yeah. I don't know. I just have a feeling that. But yeah, Chelsea is a better team all around, and I think they pip it 2-1.
So like strategy-wise and all that. That part maybe have a little bit more what's the word for it? Experience, maybe.
I think Chelsea is a bit more cohesive unit than.
Is Willian playing? Is Willian playing? His contract is up for renewal as well, isn't it?
Yeah. He's probably gonna play last game for him.
Last game,
most likely.
Last game.
Yeah.
Right. So
I think
he brings experience to the table as well. So yeah.
Yep.
Hey Jay, what's up, man? What's happening?
Obviously, my heart is with Arsenal, but my money would be actually on Chelsea.
Have confidence. Come on, you guys.
Deep thoughts, bro.
All right. Because Mustafi's not playing, there is a potential of, I'll just say a clean sheet, but no, I for Chelsea. But look, I reckon what the boys have said. I reckon the goal will decide it. On form, if I were neutral, I'd say Chelsea would take it, but I'll throw a random one out there. 2-0 Arsenal. Okay, I said it.
Okay, if David Luiz played like how he played that day, he actually played very well. He didn't live up to his PlayStation defender typecast.
Yeah, but he made his quota of playing well for the season.
Yeah, but if he brings that game, then that could actually mean something for Arsenal. I feel, because Arsenal, like you said, they have very good individual players. They can't work as a team. But if they manage to just for one game work as a team, I feel that they can give Chelsea a run for their money. I really feel that. Because they do have players that can really do the damage, especially their front two. Yeah. Their front two can create something out of nothing. So
nothing.
Yeah. So I mean, I foresee a crazy game going on, and especially with Arteta there, and you know that he used to be Pep's right hand man, and he used to be that tactician. You know, he's down to the details. So he may have that slight advantage over Lampard, I feel. So he might spring a surprise. I would say that it's going to be a high scoring game if both team plays like how they want to play.
Right.
So it may swing either way. It depends on, like you said, for Arsenal, it depends on who turns up. And I mean, they are the deciding factor, which Arsenal turns up.
Yeah, which Arsenal turns up. That's what I'm
Chelsea.
How about you?
One undecided. For me, I think I feel it might go to extra time because Chelsea already fourth place, so they probably have to play in the qualification for the Champions League, right? Arsenal have more gain from this. I don't know what kind of pressure is happening there. I don't know whether there's a lot of pressure on Arteta to make sure they win and guarantee a UEFA spot and all that. So there isn't, then Chelsea will be playing more freely. Arsenal might be playing a little bit tight. But I just somehow feel it might go to extra time. And who to lean on? I'm really like Vas, man. I feel either way. If I say penalties.
Hey, Macha, call me, Macha. We speak to each other. Call me.
Macha, call me, Macha. Hello.
Hello, penalty, 1-0.
Everybody watching the game tonight? All at home?
Yeah.
And all that nonsense?
Yeah, why not?
Better stay at home. I mean, it's 12:30 for us, so where you want to go out and watch, you know?
I don't think anywhere is open to watch it either at that time, right? It's 12 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
12:30. Yeah.
Oh, okay, 12:30. Yeah. So you got no choice at home. Yep.
Insane if we can do a watch it and do this Zoom thing, but yeah, let's not.
Just make sure you're stocked up on booze then. Yeah.
I might be out by then, really.
Yeah.
Before we end, what do you all think of Leeds' performance?
Oh, I think Leeds is great. It's great to have Leeds back in the Premier League.
Back in the Premier League.
Yeah, I'm damn happy they're back.
And with Bielsa there, who knows what he will bring, huh?
Yeah.
Correct. True. Yeah. Highly acclaimed manager as well. Yeah.
Premier League, someone who's very charismatic. That whole Antonio Conte and what's the other Chelsea coach? The one who also won the league with Leicester. Ranieri. Someone like that in the Premier League again.
Yes.
It's been too safe already, yeah.
Too safe. I mean, the only excitement that we got was Lampard cursing at Klopp the other day.
Yes. Yeah, he lost it. He lost it on the touchline. He lost it. Yeah.
That was fun to watch.
That was fun to watch. Yes. Yeah. True.
All right. So it looks like we have come to the end of the show. I want to thank all our guests that came here today. We have Jeng coming in, the Chelsea supporter. We have Vas, the MU supporter. We have Silash, Liverpool supporter. Congrats again to Liverpool. We have Jay, our Arsenal fan here. And of course, we have Rohan joining us
guys.
here. All right.
Thank you for coming on, guys. Appreciate it.
Once again, this is Junson and my partner in crime, cousin Roy. This is Wabak Murtabak. Bye-bye and see you on the next show.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye.